Look what came in, guys. Finally, I have my hands on the product guide. Now, what I don't know if it's pronounced Cusio or Cuccio. I'm not sure, but regardless. So, the system that we got the students last year was this one here. We did the powder polish dip system starter kit. So I ordered those. It came with the primer, the nail-based top gel, layered dip gel, and the gel activator with 5 of the powders and a little tray in the kit. So that's what I ordered, some of those sets, and then I ordered all the different colors that came with it. I ordered from here, from Burmax, and I also ordered from Amazon some various colors that they didn't have here at the time. I don't know, I haven't looked through all of it to see. But the students loved the dip powder system. It's a popular thing in the nail industry at the moment, and so we ordered it so that the students can check it out. And they did really good. The only bad thing was that all of these polishes here, if you don't teach the students how to properly take care of them, like how to swipe the brush to get rid of excess product, if they swipe on the top part, the rim part of the neck of the bottle, when they seal it, it will lock, it will harden. Another thing is if they don't tap off the excess powder or brush it off, when they go back and dip the liquid into the powder, it hardens in the bottle. It gets really cloudy. So teaching the students how to properly maintain and take care of the supplies is hugely important for this system. So that didn't work out very well. So this year, what I'm having them do is I have all of these, and I have the starter sets, but and I actually bought more of these because they got ruined. But I'm having the students buy their own of the polishes. They're not nail polish lacquer, but of these, the primer, the top and base and top gel, the layering dip gel, and the gel activator. I'm having them buy their own set, and then I will provide and supply them powders. That is my way of teaching the students that you gotta take care of your stuff. And so, because when we had clients, we weren't able to we had to share one bottle for 5 people that are doing a client. That didn't work out. So hopefully this way they take some ownership of that, and then they take care of their product. So super excited that we have that, and that the catalog came in, because I know they were talking about it on Facebook that the catalog was going to be coming out. Miss Lori, our rep for this area. So super excited. Our budget comes out September 1st. I cannot wait. I already have my stuff, my list of things that I need to order. I've been writing things down. Now what I did last year, and let me show you. This is very helpful for you new teachers to start doing, because if I would have done this before, man, that would have been great. So this is my calendar that I torn apart from last year, and it has all of my my crazy calendar events from last year. So all that's in there. So what I did, or what I do, is I go through and I make note. My calendar this year is nicer. Let me show you my calendar from this year. It's much nicer. I've made improvements. So this is my calendar from this year. I've added stickers and I've made it cute. You know, it's nicer. I've tried my best to keep it more organized. Only use one color ink and use stickers to mark things instead of it looking crazy. Because it's embarrassing when I sit down in a meeting and I'm like gonna book an appointment or something of some sort of my principal or AP or someone, and then I pull this thing out and it's like, wow, that's a mess. Yes, this is a mess. That's embarrassing. So I've made it much nicer this year. Someone just walked across and looked at me like, there's nobody in your class, but you're talking to yourself, but I have a camera. So what I did last year was make notes of things and highlight things, and so anytime I had a meeting or we had an event or something worked, something didn't work, I wrote it down on the calendar. I saved this calendar so that this year as I'm going through, I'm thinking, okay, October, what did we do last year in October? This is what we did last year in October. So let's do it again, or let's change it, or what worked or what didn't work. Oh, I can't remember what month did we do Waiting Bliss. Well, if I turn it over to the November, December calendar, then it says it there. So I would highly recommend to do that, to keep a note of when you had what activity or event from the year before. So when you're planning, it's a lot easier to go through that and make those adjustments or plan those events. The thing that I did, or the other thing that I did, was for the month of June, because we didn't have school, on the back of my June calendar, there wasn't much going on here, so it's kind of falling apart. So here I made lots of notes. So I put important dates, things or events that maybe we didn't get to do the year before, or field trips we didn't get to do, maybe ideas that I had, oh, next year we should, so then I wrote it down here. So this year when I come back to my calendar for this school year, I'm gonna go through here and say, okay, I need to add this to my calendar. For example, the Met Gala, it's the first Monday of May. That's a huge fashion event. It's all over social media. So this year, the first Monday of May, I'm going to do an event with the Met Gala, something, a lesson or a viewing party, or the red carpet fashion conversation the next day, or whatever that may be, whatever that entails. Maybe we'll get some inspiration looks and have the students do their own models as if they were going to the Met Gala. Play celebrity makeup artist or wardrobe artist, what would you do? Create a lookbook, or a look that would fit that particular client. So things like that I need to make sure, or that I want to make sure to add for the next school year, I will add at the back of this year's calendar, and then for next year I would add it in and go through that list. Another thing that I also did is, as I would run out of things, I would write them down the back of my calendar, so then that way next year I know, okay, well, we ran out of latex, I need to order more latex. We ran out of Q-tips, and we used tons of Q-tips, so we didn't, I'm just saying as an example. Let's do cotton rounds. We ran out of cotton rounds, so then I need to order double the cotton rounds for this school year. So things like that, if I would have known that or really paid attention to that, that would have been great. And it's a lot. So it's like 3 pages of things that I need to make sure to take care of this year. So if you are organized, or like to be organized, or like to get ahead, I would highly, highly, highly suggest you do something like this. If it's not in your calendar, maybe in something that a notebook, or something that you don't mind keeping until next year, that would be the best spot to do it. Some people just like a separate notebook, but I like to keep it in my calendar because it's my calendar, and it's one thing that I have to keep up with instead of 2 different things to keep up with. Alright, so the morning students haven't come in already. Today is Monday. Monday is chill day in cosmetology. They come in, they work on their bell ringer journal. They take care of that, and then for about 5 minutes, and then they put that to the side. They open up their journal with the questions and the vocabulary words. They grab a textbook and they work on that. So that's due on Friday. I don't make it due today unless if it's a short chapter, but for sophomores we started on chapter 5, infection control, and that's a lot of 20 questions, and I forget how many vocabulary words, but that's a lot. So it's a lot for them. In 45 minutes they're not going to get that done in one class period, so I give them until Friday. It's 5 points off each day. It's late, and Monday it's Labor Day or something of the sort, so we don't have school Monday. So after Monday, it's still 5 points off because they had an extra day to work on it. So due Friday, and then we will begin our theory part of chapter 5 tomorrow. Okay. And last year they did 2 weeks of chapter 5 for freshmen. So sophomores this year is a review, a recap and review. So then they'll have just 1 week, and they're going to redo their certification for the barbicide certification. And that's an online thing that I have them do on their own. We'll do a video of that as well. And that's it. So I'm just working on some paperwork, getting some things done, getting my lesson ready for the for tomorrow for the infection control chapter. I have my freshmen set up, ready to go. Gonna work on our bag, all about me bag. I've done a video of this already, so gonna have them take a bag, design, decorate, draw, put pictures and such on the bag about them. What I did with this last year on our, and which I'll do again, well actually I won't say, because if the students watch this then they know what this is for, so I'm not going to say. I'll just make that video when that comes around. So they have to turn this in by Friday. I probably will give them until Tuesday, 3-day weekend. If they need magazines, they can take the magazines home and just bring them back whenever they're done. So I have these ready to be handed out to them. I have a birthday list, and this birthday list, they write down their birthdays, and so that way I can keep up with who's what birthday, who we're celebrating for the month. And I tell them just to write their name down and put down does not celebrate birthdays, so that way I can be respectful to that if that's something they don't do. I don't want to offend them by giving them a gift or like a little candy or something, or shouting out happy birthday or giving them a birthday card and then they don't celebrate that. So I want to be respectful for that. So that's what that will be passed out today. We have some Susan G. Coleman t-shirt. It's like a little form, I guess, for them to order a shirt. So we have that to pass out as well, but they will be doing chapter 1, history and career opportunities for cosmetology, vocabulary and bookwork today. We will have some leftover time. They didn't get to put